I see. Yeah, so how is your vacation going?
Look, actually, I decided at the end of the weekend, you know, because in my mind, I felt like I need to recharge my energy because I had some problems with my partner, so it's like I need that, you know, like renovar. How do you say?
Renew.
Renew. Yeah, my energy. I think so.
Yeah, like a refresh. Cool.
Exactly.
I see.
Yes.
So how long are you going to be there at the beach?
Actually, I'm gonna go back tomorrow at night, but I am thinking if I have a good internet here for my classes, maybe I'm gonna stay more days. I don't know.
I
Depends.
see. Cool. That will be nice. How's the weather there?
Hot. I mean, the ocean is in front of here, and I was running because I said, oh my God, it's 15. ¿Cómo se dice? 3:45 p.m. So almost it's starting my class, and I have to run. Yeah, but here it's good weather inside.
Great. Nice. Okay, cool. So let's see. Do you remember last class we were talking about questions, asking questions? So we're going to continue to review question making, okay?
Okay.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so first exercise, we're going to transform these sentences, these statements, into questions.
Yes.
So for these first ones, you're going to make a yes/no question using these ideas. Okay? A yes/no question using these ideas. So like, this is the answer. What would the question be? You see?
Yes.
So how could we make a question? So the question for this one could be, is Mary sick? Yes, Mary is sick, right? So that would be the question for the given answer. Right? Okay, so now it's your turn. Here is the answer. What could be the yes/no question?
Did your team game the win the game?
Perfect, exactly. Good. Okay, next one.
Yes, it's raining. It is raining.
Almost. I heard you say.
Is it raining?
Is it raining? Perfect. Okay, next one.
Are you late?
Okay. Are you late? Next one.
Yes, Mary is going to. Is Mary going to France?
Perfect. Well done. Next one.
John's sister. Where John's sister works?
Okay, that's a WH question, but let's ask a yes/no question.
Does John's sisters work in a bank?
Perfect. Well done. Okay, next one.
Does her dad has a for truck.
Have or has?
Have. Have.
Have. Why
Because
is it?
for those, for the auxiliary, right?
Yeah, it's because we use does here, so this needs to be in the verb base. Exactly. Good. Okay, next part. Now you're gonna make a WH word question, an information question with like who, what, when, where, how, anything like that. Okay, and we're gonna ask about the information in bold. We're gonna ask about this information, right? So the question for the first one, for example, could be, when is John working late? Maybe. John is working late tonight.
Mhm. When is John working late? When is Mary working?
Okay, when is Mary working? Another possibility could be, when does Mary work? Okay, fine.
Okay.
Next one.
Where is Carlos?
Where is Carlos? There's missing a word. Julieta, there's a word missing.
Sorry. Where is Carlos from?
Where is Carlos
This is-
from? Good.
Always is at the end.
The
From.
preposition goes at the end, yes. Yeah, that's something that's kind of confusing or different from Spanish. In English, the preposition like this goes at the end.
Mhm.
Where is Carlos from? Okay, next one.
All the studies after soccer. And where Pablo studies.
Where are we asking about the place?
No, when? When Pablo studies. No. When Pablo studies. When practice Pablo. No, I don't know.
So we're asking about his studies, but there's a word missing here.
Pablo, when study.
No.
When is Pablo? Is, no?
No, try again. So this is a regular verb. So here we need some auxiliary.
Does.
Right. When does Pablo
Study.
study? Right. When
Study.
does Pablo study? Pablo studies after soccer practice. Do you understand why that's the correct question? So when we have a normal regular verb like this, okay, to make a question, you need to use an auxiliary. We need to use does.
When is a question all the time, but could be is, no? When
well,
is
that's a different meaning, okay? We gotta be careful. It would be, when is Pablo studying? What's the difference between these two questions?
With is and ing is because it's happening in that moment, right?
Exactly, yeah. So this question is about a general fact, right? This is just true, it's a fact. When, always, in general. And the present perfect, this one, is asking more about now, I guess, or something around now.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is better for this situation.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
They were on vacation last week. Where do they no?
We're asking about this information, the time.
Or they were on vacation last week. Did when? I think it's when, no?
Okay.
When were they on vacation? No.
Yeah, sure. When were they on vacation? Or it could be, when did they go on vacation? Yeah, both of those work perfectly. Good. Okay, next one. James has been to China.
Have James been to China?
Has James been to China? Sure, that works. Or if we were going to do a
Or
W.
Does James?
No, this is a perfect question. This is great. That's a great yes, no question. That's perfect. If we were going to ask a WH word question, we could say, where has James been, maybe?
Okay. Where has James been? Okay.
Okay, good. Next one.
Peter has bought a new car. Has Peter buy a new car?
Has Peter bought a new car? Okay, good. That's a perfect yes, no question. What about a W?
What has Peter buy?
What has Peter
buy? Both.
We're going to use
because it's in the past, right?
Because it goes together with the has bought. It's the present perfect.
Okay.
Has bought. Okay, next one.
Jane speaks Spanish. Does Jane speak in Spanish?
Okay.
No.
Does
this is
speak?
Okay, so no.
Speak.
What? Or the other one could be like, what language Jane speaks?
What language? Okay. Jane.
What language?
Speak. What word is missing here?
Is
speak. We don't say is speak. We say is speaking, but I don't know. I don't care about what language Jane is speaking right now. I want to know in general, ¿cuáles idiomas hablan? No ahorita, pero en general.
Has.
We need an auxiliary verb. Yes. What languages does Jane speak? So again, you understand the difference between that versus what languages is Jane speaking? You see the difference? Right?
Yeah.
This first one, this one's a fact. This one's in general. This one is right now. So we don't want that one.
Okay. The other one is the phone. Will you answer the phone?
Okay, that's a yes, no question. That's good. Will you answer the phone?
What what will you answer?
Now let's ask about the person.
Mm. I don't know.
How do
I
we
have to use
about a
you.
person? So the idea that we're trying to communicate is ¿quién contesta el teléfono? ¿Quién va a contestar el teléfono?
Me. I.
How do we ask the question?
Do you answer the phone?
Okay, now if I say, do you answer the phone? What does that mean? This is a question about always, a fact, in general. Eso se traduce como, ¿contestas el teléfono en general? Como todos los días, diario, en general, en la vida, ¿contestas el teléfono? Pero estamos hablando más bien ahora, en una situación actual. Está sonando el teléfono, ¿quién lo va a contestar? So we can say, who will answer the phone?
Okay.
Or you could even say, who is going to answer the phone, possibly.
Okay.
Tú, yo, ella, ¿quién? Right? Who? Who in the room? There's 5 people in the room. Who is going to answer the phone?
Okay.
All right. How about this one?
Tom speaks. How many languages Tom speak? How many languages does
Tom speak? Good. Okay, so let's do a little review. I hear that many times you are forgetting the word does, right? Okay, so let's go back and do a little bit of a review before we continue. Okay, so if we want to make a question with just a normal verb, right? A normal verb, I'm talking about, okay, let's think of verbs like walk, eat, speak, sit, run, play, practice, cook, write, read, drink. Okay, cualquier verbo normal así, ¿no? If we want to make a question with a normal verb, for example, one of those, then the formula is do, does, or did, plus the subject, plus the verb base, okay? This is the formula. Okay.
Great. Let me check this.
This is how we ask a question in the present simple or past simple. All right. So let's make an example question with all of these verbs. Okay, we have a list of example verbs. I want you to make an example question with each of these verbs. It could be a yes/no question, or it could be a information question with a WH word. Okay. If you want to do it with a WH word, you could just put the WH word at the beginning. That's fine. Like that.
Okay.
That's optional. Okay. So, for example, with walk, can you make some sort of question with walk?
Do you like walk?
Do you like to walk on the beach? How about on the beach? Do you like to walk on the beach? Perfect.
On the beach.
So we have do and we have like. Okay. Next one. A question.
Liking D, no? On the beach. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Thank you. Okay. A question with eat.
eat. What would you like to eat this afternoon?
Okay. What would you like to eat? Okay, I'm going to give you another thing. Let's see, how would you say in English, ¿comes carne?
Do you eat meat?
Good. Do you eat meat? Wonderful. All right. Question with speak.
Speak. Do you speak English?
Okay, good. Do you speak English? How about, let me give you another example. How would you ask,
Would you like to speak another language?
okay, sure. That's a good question. Would you like to speak another language? ¿Hablas otros idiomas?
Do you speak another? No. Sí, no. Do you speak another language?
Could be another or other. You could say another language or other languages. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. Send a question with sit.
Do you like sit in front of the sunset?
Do you like to, how about sit and watch the sunset?
Okay.
Good. How about how
Another
would
one
you
with the
ask,
same.
¿Prefieres sentar o estar parado? O,
What do you prefer, sit or being stand up?
or stand up? Okay. How about, we can say it really simply in English. Do you prefer to sit or stand?
Okay. So it's more simple.
Yeah, a real simple way. Okay, a question with run.
Run. Do you like run on the beach?
Do you like to run on the beach? Okay. How would we ask, ¿corriste para llegar aquí?
Did you run for taking your class?
Okay, did you run? How about, did you run to get here or to get to class? Yeah.
Did you want to get here? This is did you want to get here? All the time, you use normally get, no, for everything.
Well, we use a lot get when we're talking about arrive. So in English, of course, tenemos el verbo arrive como llegar. Pero la verdad es que muchas veces usamos get here or get there or get to the airport, get to work, get home, get to el lugar donde vas a ir. A lot of times we use get instead of arrive. It's more casual, more common to use in everyday speaking.
Okay.
But of course, if you prefer, you can always say arrive. Arrive just sounds like a tiny bit more formal.
Okay, get. You want to get here.
Good, okay. Can you make a question with play?
Do you play tennis?
Good, okay. Do you play tennis? Perfect. How about if we ask, ¿cuáles deportes practicas?
Which sports do you play? Or do you?
Sports
do you practice?
Play, or practice, sure. Good. Just a little quick note about the difference between what and which. I forgot to mention this before. Let's talk about this real fast.
Okay.
What's the difference between what and which. For example, you said, which sports did you play? And I changed it to what? Okay, so we use what for a general open question where the answer could be where, how do we say, where there are many possible answers. We use which for a closed question where there are a limited number of given answers, of possible answers. So let me give you an example. With what? What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Okay. Versus, which flavor do you want? Chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry? You see, when we use which, I give you a limited number of answers. But I use
when you, which is when you have to decision with two options.
With a small number of options. Let's just say a small number of options. Okay, and with what, you have a very large number of options. It could be almost anything. Another example, okay? In English, we say, what is your name? We don't say, which is your name, right? That's wrong. We don't say, which is your name? We say, what is your name? Why do you think that? Why do you think we do that?
Because it's one.
Because there are many possible answers. Because there are many possible names in the world. Okay, there's so many names. There's so many names in the world. So it could be one of thousands of names. So we use what when there is many possible answers. Okay, another
Okay, I got
example.
it.
Here, I'm going to give you two examples. Okay, here's two questions. Which one is which and which one is what?
The first one is what?
Yeah.
What is your favorite color? And the second, which?
The second is which, because I give you two possible answers. Good. All right. Okay. Let's go back to our practice with do, does, did questions. Okay, we stopped at play. I'm going to skip that one. Cook. Okay, a question with cook.
Does she like cook fish?
Good. Very nice. How about
like in two. I don't know why I forget two.
Because after like we use the infinitive, like to do something.
Does she like to? Okay.
Yeah. Let's see, another question with cook. ¿Cocinaste algo hoy por la mañana? ¿Para el desayuno?
Did you cook something for the breakfast?
For breakfast? Perfect, good. Okay, a question with right.
Did you write a diary?
Did you write in your diary today? Okay. What's the difference between that versus do you write in a diary? What's the difference between these two questions?
Do is present and did is past.
Right. So this one is asking about one time in the past. Hoy escribiste en tu diario o en tu libreta, no sé.
Have you written?
Ajá. Did you write? Es en general. En general, escribes en un diario. En general,
Ah, we do?
with do. Right. Do you understand the difference?
No.
Ok, ¿cómo traducirías esa?
¿Escribiste en tu diario hoy?
Ajá. ¿Y esta?
¿Escribes en un diario?
Ajá. ¿Cuál es la diferencia? La primera habla de un hecho, un evento en el pasado. Esto es una pregunta más grande, en general. En general, ¿eres una persona que escribe en un diario?
Okay.
Entonces, cuando lo llamamos presente a este tiempo verbal, es un poco confuso. O sea, mejor no lo llamamos presente porque no habla de la hora. Habla en general.
Ah, in general, okay.
Right.
But, so when I wanna ask something like in present, how I have to use the past?
Okay, give me an example of your quote. What do you want to say?
Like, for example, are you reading in your diary?
Okay, so we're using the present continuous. Good. Okay, are you writing in your diary? Like now, So look, you're using the present continuous. Exactly, perfect. Okay, let's make a question using like this formula with read.
Read. Do you like read novels?
Okay, do you like read novels? What little word is missing here? Remember the little word?
To.
To, good.
To, the preposition.
Yes, awesome. Okay, how about, ¿cómo dirías? ¿Lees el periódico?
Do you read the newspaper?
Perfect, good. In general, right? This is also a general question.
Okay.
Okay, and finally, one more, a question with drink.
Drink, what do you prefer drink? Mezcal or tequila? To drink. Oh, why? Why I forget to? Why I have to use to, the preposition? Is a connection for always for the verb and the object?
Okay, not always, but many times, yes. Okay, so you notice here what's happening. Actually, we have two verbs. We have this verb and we have this verb, right? Also in the like question, we have two verbs. We have verb number 1 and we have verb number 2. See? All right. Now, in English, it's very, very strange to put two verbs next to each other. We do it sometimes, but it's not so often that we put two verbs directly touching each other.
Okay.
Usually we don't very often. There's two options. Let's talk about this real quick. This is a difficult, more advanced topic, okay? But I'll give you a little introduction, okay? Verb patterns, okay? Basically like, for example, when we have two verbs next to each other, what form does the second verb go in? This is the question. Okay, how do we know? Okay, there's different options. Okay.
when we have two verbs next to each other, what does the second verb come? A couple of different options.
Okay, first option is you can use the second verb in the infinitive. The infinitive means to plus the verb. For example, to go, to eat, to have. Okay, that's what's happening in these ones. We have two verbs, and
Got
the
it.
second one goes in the infinitive. We have two verbs, and the second one goes in the infinitive.
Okay. Okay. So if I don't have another verb, I don't have to use the preposition, right?
If you don't have another verb. Mira, es un poco como español, no es tan diferente. ¿Te gusta leer novelas? Leer. El verbo leer es el infinitivo, es el verbo base, es el forma más base neutro del verbo. Es un poco así. Leer, en su forma completa, leer, no conjugado. Eso es el infinitivo. Igual en inglés, to read es leer.
Okay.
All right. There are other ways that we do this. Sometimes the second verb goes in the gerund form. That means the ing. And sometimes the second verb can go in the verb base, right? Just the raw verb, like do, for example. This would be doing. Do. Okay, so this is a very difficult topic in English. It's a complicated topic in English, okay? It's a little bit more advanced, but for now, you can remember that when we put two verbs next to each other, it is very common that the second verb will go in the infinitive. There are other formulas, other patterns, but with like and with prefer, the second verb goes in the infinitive.
Okay.
Okay.
But what do you mean with ing? We have to use to? Same, no.
Without
No, never, no?
Without to. Here, I'll give you an example of this one. An example. I enjoy running.
I never have to use to because it's ing, yeah.
Right. Y mira, lo confuso de eso es, me podrías preguntar, ¿por qué en este caso usas gerundio y en otros casos usas el infinitivo? Pues es una muy buena pregunta. Y no hay una respuesta muy fácil. Ciertos verbos les gusta como estar seguido por un gerundio.
ing.
Otros verbos necesitan un infinitivo. Y no es muy claro cómo categorizarlo, es como memorización, como práctica.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so I enjoy running. After enjoy, we always use the ing for the next verb.
Okay.
Why? Just because. That's it.
Just because. Okay. And the third, can you give me an example?
Sure. Okay. So an
Sometimes the second,
example of this
please.
one is the verb let. Okay. My parents let me watch a scary movie.
Okay. My parents let me watch scary.
Okay. So this one, we have a person in the middle.
So yeah, this is like the connection.
That's okay. Sometimes we need a person in the middle, an object. But then the second verb, here, this is the second verb. It just goes in the base form. No ing and no to. So this is just a situation where let is followed by a pronoun or a person, an object plus a verb base. That's the formula for let. Why? That's just because that's how it is.
Yeah, that's the point. I would like to know about, like, for example, is like I'm confused, or the difference, like I'm confusing. You know, it's
Okay,
like
well-
with ed, is it similar like that? Like another level, or
actually, you're asking about a different thing. The thing you're asking about is a little bit different. Because confused and confusing are adjectives. Those are not verbs, actually.
yeah, with when it's ed, I am talking about me, like,
Yeah,
and when it's ing, is like I am talking about like the situation.
that's
No?
right. That's right. Very good. Very good. That's right. Okay. All right, let's go back to practicing our questions, okay? We're going to do another little activity here.
Mhm.
Make questions with the following ideas. They can be yes or no questions or WH word questions, okay? So this is the idea, and you need to make a question with this idea. Any question with this idea.
What kind of music do you like?
Perfect. Good. Next one.
What is your favorite bands?
What
What
are
is your
your
favorite singer?
favorite bands or singers?
Mhm.
Good. Next one.
What do you like? What kind of music do you like from other countries?
Good. I'm going to challenge you. Can you make a yes, no question about this?
Do you like pop music from other countries?
Good. Awesome. Okay, next one.
What kind of music don't you like it?
Okay, it could be what kind of music don't you like, or totally the same. You can say what kind of music do you not like? There's two ways to say the same thing. Okay. Next one.
Like to watch TV. Do you like to watch TV?
Okay. Next one.
What kind of movies do you like?
Good. Okay. Next one.
Favorite TV shows. What is your favorite TV show?
Okay. Good.
Do you have favorite actors?
You have any?
Do you have any?
Well, you don't have to. No, it's not necessary actually.
Do you have favorite actors?
Okay.
What is your favorite movies? Or what kind of movies do you prefer?
Okay. What kind of movies do you prefer?
Do you prefer? All-time favorite movie. All-time favorite movie.
Right. So all-time favorite is tu favorito, como tu más favorito de siempre.
Do you have all-time favorite movie?
Yeah. Do you have an all-time favorite movie?
What kind of sports do you like?
Great.
Do you have a favorite athlete?
Do you have a favorite athlete? Good.
What is your favorite books? I know, just like books.
Okay, what is your favorite book? Mhm. Oops, hold on, sorry. Here we are.
What kind of books do you like?
What kind of books do you like? Very good.
Like to do art.
What was that again?
Like to do art. What is that? Like what art you like to do?
Okay, could be what kind of art do you like to do, right? Or if it was a yes, no question, it could be, do you like to do art? Both of these would work.
Okay. Do you have another hobbies?
Do you have other hobbies? Okay. What's the difference real quick between other versus another?
Otro. It's other, it's otro, another, I don't know.
Okay, the difference is about grammar here, okay? So we say other plus a plural noun, and we say another plus a singular noun. Okay, I'll give you an example, okay?
Singular, okay.
Do you like other types of music? Okay, so here the noun is in plural, you see?
Mm-hmm.
So with other, we use it with a plural noun.
Okay.
And another is, can I have another cookie, please? Okay, so cookie is a singular noun. So
Okay.
I use another. Yeah? Good.
Okay.
Okay, let's do one more practice with questions. Okay, with these, I give you the answer, okay? Here are some answers. We need to guess what could the question be? Okay, for example, this one. What could the question be?
How is the weather?
Perfect, great. How is the weather? Okay, how about this one?
Do you have another siblings? Do you have siblings?
Okay, do you have siblings? Good vocabulary, good.
Siblings. What is your favorite sport?
Okay.
Or no, or it's like, do you play some sport or any sport? What is the difference? Any, some,
Do you play any sports, let's say? Do you play any sports?
What is the difference? Any or some? Because
yeah, it's a very tiny difference. It's a very tiny difference. But if I ask any, I am wanting to know yes or no. Do you play one sport? At least one. Como mínimo, estoy como preguntando, ¿juegas por lo menos uno? O
with any? With any?
Ajá. ¿Juegas por lo menos uno o ya de plano no tienes tiempo? Si pregunto con some, estoy hablando de múltiples Deportes. Entonces, estoy medio asumiendo que juegas más que uno.
Mhm.
Entonces, es más
Okay.
común formar esa pregunta con any, porque no tengo idea si tú juegas deportes o no.
Mhm. Okay. And you can hurt the feelings.
Maybe. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Next one.
Usually at 10 p.m., but some nights I stay up later. At what time do you sleep?
Okay. So the way that we ask that in English, the correct question is, what time do you go to bed, or do you go to sleep?
What time do you go to bed?
You could use the word usually here if you want.
What
Okay.
time do you usually go to
Entonces,
bed?
no ponemos el at. Escuché que pusiste at al principio.
Uh-huh.
No. What time
What
do
time
you usually
do you usually
go to bed?
go to bed or go to sleep?
Mhm.
Okay.
Good. Okay, next one.
Mm, is it this cell number of your mom?
Mm, okay, but then he
his
gives his telephone number.
Telephone number. My mom usually answers. So does your mom usually answer at this cell number? I don't know.
Okay, but then the answer might be just yes.
Sorry?
If you asked me that question, I would just say yes.
Ah,
So
why you don't know?
look here
Why
that they're giving the cell phone number or the phone number at the beginning. So maybe a question could be, what is your phone number? Because the answer is that they give a phone number.
Okay. I was confused because after that, it's my mom usually answer. Okay.
Okay,
So
they're just adding
ask
extra
her.
information.
Okay.
Okay.
Next month. How old are you?
If you ask me how old are you and I answer next month,
When is your birthday?
okay, that makes more sense. Okay. How about next one?
I don't have a favorite, but I like this. Do you have a favorite food?
Good. Okay. How about this one?
Where do you live?
Okay, but does that make sense with the answer?
Okay, but I live in Osaka now. Did you live in Tokyo? Oh no. I don't know.
Okay,
Tokyo,
so
but
si me preguntas, do you live in Tokyo? Y respondo, Tokyo.
Yes, no.
Tampoco raro.
I told you like where do you live, but would
Okay.
be like
If I
Tokyo.
say, where do I live? But why do I say Tokyo? ¿Vivo en dos ciudades a la vez?
Or the I don't know.
Okay. Well, one possibility, I'm guessing, could be, where are you from? Where are you from? Tokyo. But I live in Osaka now.
Okay.
Okay. Possibility. All right, next one.
I got up later than usually at 6. At what time wake up? At what time?
What
What time do you get up?
do? We're asking about this morning, not in general.
What time did you get up?
Yes. Good. We're asking about this morning because if you ask a question with do, then that's asking about like in general.
Okay.
But with did, I'm asking about this morning.
Okay. Yes, I am like this one. Are you a doctor?
Are you a doctor? Yes, I am. My husband is a doctor.
Or are you a doctor and your husband? And does your husband is too?
No. Okay, I think a better question could be, are you married? Yes, I am. My husband is a doctor. This is just extra information to help you guess the question. I think
Okay.
a good question.
Doesn't make me sense, but like my husband is, are you asking, are you married? And then the answer is my husband is a doctor. I don't know.
No, the answer is yes, I am. Are you married? Yes, I am. And then I'm giving you extra information here.
What does your husband do?
Sure, that would be the next question. But sometimes people just naturally volunteer information in a normal conversation.
Okay.
It's like, you know, if someone asks you a question, are you an actress? Yes, I am. And then you say nothing. So normally we often say more information. Yes, I am. Actually, I did a show. And you say more information.
Okay.
Okay, let's try number 11. Oops, sorry.
What kind of food did you get?
What kind of food did you get? Or you could say, did you order? Did you
Or
order?
what?
Or even what did you have for dinner?
Okay.
All of those work. Perfect. Okay, good. One more.
How many languages do you speak?
Okay. How many languages do you speak? Sure. Or it could be possibly, what languages do you speak? Also. Great. All right, perfect. Nice. Okay, Julieta. Well, it's 5 o'clock, so we can stop for today. And I will see you on Wednesday, right?
Yes, at 12, right?
At 12.
Perfect.
Okay, well, enjoy your afternoon at the beach.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
You too, bye-bye.
Bye.